The Lingshan insertion remains nominally a U.S. covert operation. You're gonna be my eyes and ears out there, Prophet. Keep your team alive by all means. That's a loyalty I fully understand. I applaud it, in fact. But your primary function is to report back to me. If you can, bring back samples. If you can't, just come back alive and tell me what you saw. It's the data that's key now, the nano systems, but we're on borrowed time here, all of us. Time for the whole human race to wake up.
Systems recovered. Corrosive agents isolated. These functions impaired. We've added primary systems.
All right, I'm getting a limited feed from your suit, son, but for now it'll have to do. I don't believe we've been introduced. Jack Hargrave, at your service. I don't doubt Nathan Gould will have mentioned my name, but I'm bound to assume he didn't have much good to say about me. But we have other, more pressing concerns right now. We have to get you weaponized and up to speed. So, you're currently standing not far from the diseased, bureaucratic heart of the city.
Alright, so welcome back to my Crysis 2 proper walkthrough on Supersoldier difficulty level. I'm just gonna talk over Hargrave here, sorry about that. And this is practiced gameplay, no stealthing through or speedrunning the game. I'm killing all the enemies in each area, and from now on we're gonna fight a lot of Ceph aliens in this game. Basically until now we have been fighting with the cell operatives mostly, but from now on the Ceph aliens are going to be our main enemies in this game. And this is my favorite part of the game. I think from now on the game really kicks in and the campaign gets more darker and more atmospheric and more threatening in all ways. The beginning of the game, I think it's fun to play and good overall, but it's nothing special, and those cell guys, they are maybe a bit boring enemies after all. Especially before this point, there's a lot of areas where you only have to fight with the cell guys, but I really think that this game shines in those parts where you have to fight with the Ceph. And the funny thing is that I think in Crysis 1 it was quite opposite. In Crysis 1 I think the alien part was the most boring part of the game. You know, when I played this game for the first time, I really didn't like the beginning of the game that much. And I actually stopped playing the game for a while, and after a couple of months I came back to the game and I started playing, and when I continued playing from this part on, I just totally fell in love with this game. Of course some people don't like this kind of stories or science fiction. Well, I like this kind of sci-fi stories anyway, so it's also a matter of taste, of course. But basically fighting with the so-called human enemies in games, I think it gets a little boring after some time, and I think when you are fighting with alien enemies, it feels like there's this greater threat around you all the time, and you know, they have these more advanced weapons and armors, and you really have to shoot them, especially those big ones, before they go down, stuff like that. I think it's just much more fun in video games to fight kind of extraterrestrial enemies. Basically what I'm looking for from video games is this kind of escape from reality, where you can just like go someplace else, totally like fantasy place. It's nothing to do with reality, and I think those normal war games are a bit boring because it's just like normal war is around you every day. But fighting in a New York that it's like crashed and like the alien invasion, and it's so crazy idea that it's just like much more fun, and it's a good way to like go somewhere else for a while.
Yes. You see,
I'm gonna play a quite stealthy way these next few areas. There's gonna be a lot of gunfighting with the Ceph later on, and in some parts it's actually quite impossible to snipe or stealth so much. So I'm just gonna use a lot of the DSG-1 here to snipe all the Ceph around me. So, took care of those two guys, and I'm gonna snipe this one. If you snipe them in the head or in that jelly part that's in their back, they will die instantly. And just check in with the visor. Some more enemies there. And just keep stealth in here. Trying to stay undetected as long as possible again. Yeah, I marked those guys with the visor also. You can get 20 nano catalysts from them. It's not much, but something. And here you see I didn't hit in the jelly part or in the head, so it needs at least 3 shots from the sniper rifle before they go down. Alright, so now they noticed me, so just putting the armor on and when you hear that sound, it means that the alien ship is somewhere above us and it's gonna shoot some more Ceph around the area. So again, checking with the visor and marking those. There's one more. Yeah, that's funny when they lose their this kind of helmet or something, or mask. The head is so tiny, it looks a bit stupid actually. Alright, that's it for that area, and let's continue in the next video.